Welcome to the finals. This video is basically your intro to the game if you haven't heard of it before. After 5 long seasons, now being in the middle of the 6th, the game has been thriving. The finals is the first of its kind, deciding to bring its own game mode to the party along with destruction physics. This game mode is called Cash Out, which the objectives are simple. Open the vault, get to the cash out station, and then finally defend the cash box until you win the money. However, this presentation, I'll be strictly talking about the ranked game mode, meaning you'll have to face off against 3 other teams in a tournament style match, while the other bracket goes, making a total of 8 teams. Then, the top 2 winners for the qualifiers in each bracket will face off till the top 2 teams win again, making it to the finals, which is a 3v3. The winner of that will win the tournament. When getting in, you'll be given 2 respawn tokens and gain 1 every time you survive a round. If you have 0 tokens left, then you won't be able to revive yourself and you'll have to wait for your teammates to revive you. This becomes chaotic as you'll have to fight off other teams and defend the cash box. Don't worry if you lose the cash box though, as you can steal it back from the enemy team. This concludes your introduction to the finals, meaning now we can move on to the actual presentation. However, before we start this segment, I think I'm gonna need a little bit of help. Welcome in, boys. Welcome to the first segment, which will be covering the light class. There will be 2 versions of this video, one being way longer than the other. The longer video is going to be covering everything in the class specifically and all the tests we did. The other is more bite-sized, getting right to the point of this project so we don't waste any more time. Now, let's get started. The ARN-220. This weapon is an assault rifle aimed to deal good damage at the medium to long ranges. Being introduced in Season 6, this weapon is the first of its kind, adding a twin mag system, meaning once the gun is empty on the first mag, it does a fast reload to swap to the second one. The stats of this weapon are now going to be shown on screen. Okay. Wait 1 second after I say now, and then you can start. Your targets are this one, that one, and then the heavy in the back. Okay?
Okay.
Now.
Gotta reload.
Now.
Now.
The ARN will be considered meta for its high damage at range, and as well as that for its high ammo capacity. Now the next gun is the LH1.
That is not meta no more, bruh.
This weapon is a marksman rifle being semi-automatic, while also being effective at mid to long ranges. This gun was introduced in Season 1 and has gone over many buffs and nerfs. Now.
Enemy down.
Now.
One less to worry about.
I can tell we don't use the ARN. Really does. LH1. Now.
Oh my god. With the LH1, what are we thinking? Not meta. Next weapon is the bow.
Oh, I suck at the bow.
This weapon is considered a marksman rifle within the game, having infinite shots and tons of damage. This weapon was introduced in Season 3. Now. Now. He's focusing.
Dropped one.
Now.
Got one of them.
What? If you can learn the recoil pattern, it'd be meta. It's the burst fire. This is a burst fire pistol that shoots 3 shots, and was added in Season 2. Now.
Got one of them. Gotta reload.
One down. Gotta reload.
Now. Hey.
Hot. If I could pick this up. Okay, just a little bit above the bow. The SR-84. It's a sniper rifle which was introduced in Season 1. Not much else to say. Oh.
Enemy down. Enemy down.
Come on, man.
Yeah, take that.
I'm not hitting headshots. Begin.
One less enemy.
Really? Could be meta above
And
the
the
bow.
and the burst is.
Next one is going to be the Matter. The M26 Matter. This weapon is a pump-action shotgun with 8 shots in the mag, introduced in Season 4. Now. Bruh. Come on, man.
Begin test.
I think it's above the burst fire.
Yeah.
Really? Alright.
Yeah.
I'd agree. Oh, yeah. Alright.
Next weapon is the pistol, the V9S. This weapon is a silenced pistol that shoots as fast as you can click. It was introduced in Season 1. Now.
Enemy down.
You alright, gang?
Got one of them. Reloading.
The no recoil is throwing me off. Yeah.
Begin test.
Dropped one.
Okay, the lack of damage is annoying.
I know, right? It's
Begin.
I don't think it beats the bow, not gonna lie.
You don't think it beats the bow? Wow. Okay.
The range doesn't count.
Alright,
It's not like the bow.
Then we'll go on with the next one, XP54.
Yeah!
This weapon is considered one of, if not the best light weapons in the game for quite a few seasons. Being introduced in Season 1, it has kept a strong hold as one of the best picks for light. Start test.
One down. Gotta reload. I'm reloading.
Yo.
End test. Start test.
Enemy down. Got him. I'm reloading.
With all of that being said, we believe the XP54 is going above the ARN, mainly because of its versatility. In other words, the ARN is outclassed in majority of confrontations against the XP54. Then, with that being said, the next weapon on the list is the M11.
The ripper of HP, bruh.
This weapon is a fast fire rate SMG that works best close range, introduced in Season 1. Now,
Enemy down. Reloading. Enemy down.
start test.
Alright.
One less to worry about.
Yeah. My bad.
I think the XP is over the M11.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The Dagger. This weapon is a heavy hitter if you land a backstab and is normally meant for lights that like staying in the shadows. It was introduced in Season 1. For the dagger portion of this test, we will be splitting it into 3 separate parts. The first part is going to be testing the basic swing. Begin.
One down.
Taking damage.
Begin. This is a very bad take.
Again.
Like, we're...
Still laughing about that.
The second part will be testing the backstab. However, if you miss it, then you are required to finish the kill off with basic swings. Begin.
Enemy down.
Begin.
One less enemy.
The
down.
third part of the test will be allowing evasive dash, making the kills faster if you have the tech down. Begin. Begin.
Begin.
Parrying
Alright,
it,
which
like
has to
the
next?
drop downs that can happen with it is insane though. Anyway, next up is throwing knives. This weapon has a high damage output and was introduced in Season 1. Throwing knives will have two sections. First one will be standing still at this point, which is trying to kill all the targets. Begin.
Got one of them.
Aiming too high.
Bro.
I didn't even know it was a heavy tech.
Got one of them. Enemy down.
Bro. Bro.
Okay, we're carrying all of these. Alright, there you go.
That was me with the heavy, bro.
The second one will be going line by line, making you closer to the targets.
Enemy down. Enemy down. One less enemy.
Taking damage. Enemy down.
Begin.
Taking damage. Enemy got me.
So throwing knives could be meta, it's above the sniper.
Oh, the the sword. All right.
Yet another weapon from Season 1. Not much more I need to say. For the sword portion of the test, I'll be running it similar to the dagger portion. The first will be basic swings.
Got one of them.
Support needed. Yeah, got it. Taking damage. Enemy got me.
Begin.
Enemy got me. I'm stuck.
The second part is allowing heavy swing and basic swings combined.
Enemy got me.
Yeah, got one. Enemy down.
They're down.
Come on, man.
All right, there we go.
I got me. Can't take my sword. They got me.
Oh, I should have just...
Taking damage. Taking damage.
Get rid of it.
The third part is allowing evasive dash to make the kill faster with the heavy attack. Again. Yeah, bro does not know it. Begin.
Okay, I know it. I just didn't hit it. Begin.
Oh my god.
I say put it below sniper.
Put it below
Yeah.
sniper? Yeah. It would be meta if the nerf didn't happen.
Yeah.
The gun was the gun. Yeah, nice
The gun.
gun. So, yeah, it's gonna be
Oh,
red.
wait.
No, we have one
Shotgun.
last
Double
weapon.
barrel, double barrel.
Double barrel.
It's the double barrel. I have nothing else to say on this gun. Begin.
You do.
Dropped one.
Begin.
Begin.
What?
That happens so many times. I'd put it with the like just below throwing knives.
Just below throwing knives. You have to get insanely close to your target, which the M11 and the XP will
I've been
just
cooked up
destroy.
all wrong.
This concludes the section of the
Light.
weapons. Specializations will be going first, then we'll move on to gadgets. The cloaking device is mainly used as a way to get away from opponents, or get the jump on them. When activated, it'll take up 33% of the duration. If you continuously move, you'll be invisible for 12 seconds, but if you stand still, it'll last for 27. Evasive dash is considered meta for a few reasons. One is that it can be paired up with other weapons and gadgets to give you the advantage over other players while in combat. The other being the cooldown time being only 6.5 seconds before regenerating another one. The maximum amount you can have at a time is 3. This allows you to perform things like dashing up to targets or getting away from them. Things like the dagger tech and getting away from a heavy using a sledgehammer are good examples. The grappling hook is mainly used to close distances and used to scale up buildings or go around corners. Breaching charges are mainly used to, as the name implies, breach walls. This can also deal damage to other players and is activated with a detonator. Flashbangs are quite simple, and I doubt I need to explain the miniature sun that exists in one of these items. This is one of the few gadgets that exist over all 3 classes. Frag grenades are another gadget that exists across all 3 classes. It is a high damage output grenade that you throw. The gas grenade is yet another gadget used across all 3 classes. Once it is thrown, it makes a gas cloud that deals damage over time if you stand inside of its range. However, the gas can be removed by fire. The gateway is the first meta gadget that we are going to introduce. This gadget allows for Lights and their team to teleport between 2 different locations, allowing for Lights to teleport back into the cash box if it's being stolen, or teleport away if they have taken too much damage and need an out. The glitch grenade is considered almost meta. It is very useful, allowing you to ruin any class's day when using this grenade. You can tear apart defenses of a heavy, disable healers and turrets, or even remove a light's ability to use their abilities. The goo grenade is used to make fast defenses such as putting up walls to defend the cash box, block up incoming bullets, climbing up walls, or saving yourself from falling into the void. However, these grenades can be destroyed by fire or by shooting their main goo point. But the pure usefulness of this gadget makes it meta. The gravity vortex can be used to pull opponents or even the cash box into the sky, allowing you to either take them out or prevent the other team from stealing. The pyro grenade is used as a damage dealer that does fire damage. It can be used to disable gas and goo as mentioned before, and is used across all three classes. The smoke grenade is used to create cover and to disable fire. This gadget is also used across all classes and can also be used to blind turrets or be paired up with thermal vision to make it to where you can attack the enemy while they can't see you. The sonar grenade is a useful recon gadget that allows you to see opponents through walls so you always know what's happening around you. The nullifier is the reworked gadget for the stun gun. It used to slow down opponents to ensure a kill as a light, but now what it does is send the enemy to the sidelines for a short amount of time before pushing them back into the fray. When they are nullified, the enemy can't use anything or interact with anything except for running away. They can't deal or take damage in this state. If you can't tell, I missed the stun gun. The thermal bore can be used to clear gas because of the fire that it creates and also deal damage. This is great for taking out sky platforms. Thermal vision can be paired with smoke grenades to be able to see through the smoke, and can also see through invis, highlighting the target. The tracking dart. It's a tracking dart gun. Not much else I want to say about this gadget. The vanishing bomb is the last meta gadget on this list. It allows you to turn you and your teammates invisible for a short amount of time, but it's enough for you to get the jump on the enemy when you're in the heat of the moment. Once it is thrown down, you can see a pink puddle on the ground, signifying that the light was just there. This concludes the light section. This is the start of the second segment of the video. We will now be going over the medium class.
This is the Model 1887. This classic shotgun is a great close and medium range option. The accuracy remains the same even when jumping, falling, or scoping in. The reload speed is quite slow as one bullet is loaded at a time, but could be cancelled before filling the magazine.
Begin.
Enemy down. Gotta reload. One less to worry about. Took him out.
Begin.
Can this gateway sound get out of my ear? Like,
Begin.
That's actually pretty decent. Not
Okay.
meta, yeah.
These are the dual swords, a weapon that slices through opponents while also providing defense. When blocking, all incoming bolts will deflect off the swords and deal full damage to the opponent, while also reducing damage inflicted including melees.
Begin.
Take that!
Begin.
Enemy down!
Enemy copy.
Enemy down!
The dual swords can deflect both bullets and projectiles, possibly dealing full damage to the enemy. Incoming damage is also reduced, including quick melees. However, it only works in the front.
Medium of like in the middle of.
This is the Riot Shield, a weapon used to attack or defend against an opponent. When blocking, no bullet, projectile, or players can penetrate the shield. The shield comes with a baton, so you can commit police brutality on your local opponent.
Begin.
Enemy down! Got him!
Begin.
Begin.
One less enemy! Got him!
The blocking capabilities stop any enemy from hitting you from the front. Though there are some weak spots, the overall coverage allows you to easily approach enemies and slap them with the baton.
Gotta reload!
Your back is exposed, so make sure to follow the enemy so they don't sneak up on you.
Below dual swords?
Yeah, you get reflect bullets.
This is the CL-40, a grenade launcher that explodes opponents, dealing high splash damage that allows for great crowd control. The damage varies on how close the grenade is to the opponent, but be careful, because the grenades can damage you as well.
Begin.
One down! Took him out!
To reload.
Begin!
Gotta reload!
Oh, my bad, I went to.
Yo!
Begin.
One less to worry about!
Assistance now.
Come on, man.
I'm reloading!
Yeah!
Yeah, take that!
Aren't you supposed to be the best medium?
I don't use grenade launchers!
Gotta reload!
With that being said, we're going to put it above dualies.
This is the Repeater, a lever action rifle that ensures opponents won't mess with you again. Though the repeater has a slow fire rate, it has great headshot damage, outcontesting most rifles. Whether you are shooting at enemies from across the map or right next to you, this gun will destroy anyone that crosses its path.
Begin.
Gotta reload. One less enemy.
Begin.
Begin.
Hey, it's my line.
Are you joking?
If not meta.
Begin.
Got one of them. I'm reloading. Got that.
I'd
So-
say it's meta. Like, just on the cusp of meta.
Low meta, low meta.
This is the AKM, a beginner-friendly weapon that packs a good punch. The recoil is more uncontrollable than the FCAR, but serves as a great alternative while also doing great damage at medium range.
Begin.
One less to worry about. I'm reloading. Took him out. Enemy down.
Begin.
Begin.
Enemy down. Reloading.
Above repeater. Above repeater.
This is the FCAR. This weapon does great non-critical damage and good headshot damage. The recoil is easy to control and serves as a great damage dealer against any class. The FCAR's ammunition is amazing, being able to defeat most opponents at only one mag. We consider the FCAR to be meta, being one of, if not the best, most popular and versatile guns in the game for medium.
Begin.
Got him. I'm reloading.
Begin.
Oh, begin.
Begin.
One down. Reloading.
This is the Pike 5.56, a semi-automatic rifle that excels at any range. Though it has lower damage than the repeater, the fire rate makes up for that, boosting its damage per second above the repeater. Adding attachables like sniper scopes to the Pike allow for better long-range shots.
Begin.
Got one of them. Reloading. One down.
Alright.
Begin.
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 Got one of them. I'm reloading.
Yeah, above Winnie, definitely. It's fast fire rate and it's also reload speed.
This is the FAMAS, a burst fire rifle that has almost zero recoil. This allows for precision competing with the FCAR. The headshot damage lets this gun excel in battle, deleting opponents in seconds.
Shit.
Bro. He said, tell me when. He was lying to me.
Begin.
Really? It's been a little bit since I actually used this gun.
That's like no recoil.
Begin.
Got one of them. Got that one.
I would say slightly below the F club.
This is the revolver, a high damage handgun that allows the user to destroy enemies close or far. With 6 bullets to shoot and a fast reload speed, this gun is great for high damage per second. Consistent headshots eliminate any class in less than a second, which allows for great one-on-one scenarios.
Begin.
Enemy down. I'm reloading. One less to worry about.
Begin.
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 One less enemy. Gotta reload. Got him.
Very high, not meta.
This is the Cerberus 12GA, a multi-pellet shotgun that sends your opponents into flames. This weapon does great damage up close, given that you hit all 12 pellets. The Cerberus has good range, an uncommon feature for most shotguns, but make sure to make use of every shot because it only has 3 rounds and a long reload time.
Begin.
Gotta reload.
Meta, bro, like.
Oh, I forgot they nerfed the damage output.
Yeah, by like 10.
Begin. With fire damage, you practically can, though.
No, you can't anymore.
You can't?
No.
Meta below F card.
This concludes the medium weapon section. Now on to the gadgets.
This is the Healing Beam, a tool that can be used to heal a teammate when in field of view. We consider this meta, as the rate at which it heals and provides essential aid for teammates in battle can determine the outcome of a fight. This is the Guardian Turret, a placeable turret that does continuous damage to enemies in range and field of view. It can be placed in any orientation and broken when shot at. This is a dematerializer, a tool that can make any wall or obstacle transparent and non-collidable. This is the gas mine. When stepped on or shot, it will produce gas that deals continuous damage to enemies and teammates. This is the defibrillator. When used on a teammate's body, it will revive them after a short delay and temporarily restrict them from any using abilities or gadgets. This is the glitch trap. When in range, enemies will not be able to use any abilities or gadgets. It can be broken by shooting at it. This is the APS turret, a defense mechanism that destroys any enemy projectile when in range. This is the explosive mine. Any enemy that steps near it will explode along with any walls or arena carryables, doing high damage. This is the jump pad. When placed and stepped on, it launches projectiles, most gadgets, and players upward. This is the zip line, a tool that produces a zip line for your teammates or enemies to ride. This is the data reshaper, a tool that can cycle any arena carryable, changing the purpose of it as well. This is the proximity sensor. When placed, anyone in range will be marked through walls. The goo grenade has already been explained. The gas grenade has already been explained. The pyro grenade has already been explained. The frag grenade has already been explained. The flashbang has already been explained. The smoke grenade has already been explained. This is the end of the medium section.
This starts the third segment of the video. Now it is time to go over the heavy section.
This is the M60, a light machine gun that does good damage at close to long ranges and has good recoil control and a large magazine size. We consider this gun to be meta for the heavy class for its versatility and effectiveness.
One down. Reloading.
No!
Got him.
I'm cooked.
No!
No, wait, maybe not.
Reload.
No!
No! Again.
He's cooked.
I missed a few shots. Anyway, besides the point. So meta.
These are the Akimbo 50s. They do good damage at all ranges and have decent hip-fire accuracy.
Begin.
One less to worry about. Gotta reload.
So, bro, missed a couple.
You're up.
Enemy down.
Awesome.
No! Again.
Begin.
Which boss up there? Below.
Below the M60. Gotcha.
Barely below the M60.
The KS-23 is a 4-gauge shotgun that does incredible damage and has mediocre accuracy.
Begin.
Drop one. Reloading.
Bro. That's on crosshair, by the way.
What?
Bro!
Yo, what is this ad that just pulled up? Begin.
They're down.
What is that?
Gotta reload.
It's so bad.
Bruh!
Not meta. Not meta.
It's so sad too, because gun IRL is just a meme, and I want it to be good, but it's just ass. This is the spear, a sharp pointy stick that has two attacks, a simple poke and a spinning attack. The poke does okay damage, while the spinning attack does similar damage, but much quicker. The first section of spear will be using only the quick attack.
Begin.
Poke.
Enemy down. They got me.
All right.
Begin.
Yeah, take that. I need backup.
Begin. The same idea.
Yeah.
The second section of spear will be using the big attack.
Begin.
Begin.
Got one of them. They got me. Enemy down.
Okay.
That good. Like,
Started already. I was like, F it.
Go ahead. Like, I'd say this weapon and power shift is insane. But
yeah. Anything else? Like, it could destroy health.
Okay.
But like, it's uncontrollable.
Nine.
Well, actually,
meta.
low could meta.
this is the MGL-32, or the grenade launcher. It does good damage and can destroy structures, however the fuse on the grenades is very long. Begin.
Got that one. I'm reloading.
No.
Yeah!
Yeah, got one.
Can you even hit that? Oh, you can.
Begin.
Begin.
One down.
I lightly tap it on the shoulder. Like, what? I feel like I'm throwing fireworks at someone.
Begin.
Give me a little bit.
Reloading.
Honestly,
Bro,
it's like I'm throwing a firecracker at bro. Like,
Okay, above the KS, above the KS.
this is the sledgehammer, or as I like to call it, the bonk stick. It has two attacks, a heavy slam and a swing. The swing does great damage, and the heavy slam puts fear into the hearts of any class. The first section of Sledge will be using only the light attack.
One. Begin.
Alright.
Bonk. Bonk.
Got one of them.
Bonk, bonk, bonk,
Takes 4 hits.
bonk, bonk. Bonk.
Alright, begin.
Begin. See, there he goes.
Bonk. Bonk. Begin.
Bacon. Bacon. Hey, that's not fair. You win.
The second section, we will be using the heavy attack also.
Begin. Gang missed.
Alright.
Begin.
Yep.
I think that's the respawn.
Begin.
Meta.
So meta. The Shack 50 is an assault rifle that does good damage at most ranges and has a great headshot damage.
Begin.
Got that one. Reloading. Reloading. Yeah, got one.
Not a very ranged weapon. Begin.
So it has no recoil.
What? What kind of shack are you using, bro? I'm not like so much recoil.
This recoil is light, what are you talking about?
Okay, so why did you finish that? Why didn't you finish that heavy, bro? All right, begin. The horizontal recoil is actually immaculate.
I'm reloading.
What do you mean horizontal recoil? There is no horizontal recoil.
Oh,
Look.
Probably high, probably.
This is the flamethrower. It does great damage at close ranges, but has an okay magazine size and a long reload time.
Begin. Begin.
Flammenwerfer.
Again.
You not dead?
I'd say meta. This is the Lewis gun, or as I call it, the dinner plate. It has a fast fire rate and good accuracy at most ranges, and a large magazine size.
Alright.
Begin. Begin.
Begin. Snicky snake. Snake looking.
The F card tripled. Probably meta below the
It's like
below the Kimbos. Below Kimbos.
This is the SA-1216, a shotgun that has 4 magazines with 4 shots each. This gun does decent damage at close range and is good at crowd control.
Begin.
Run out.
They're down.
Begin.
One down. Enemy down.
Begin.
RPG en route.
What if flashbangs
Really?
for heavy?
I don't. Above Lewis gun.
This is the minigun, a fast-firing bulldozer that has a massive magazine size and a slow reload time.
Begin.
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 Reloading.
Begin.
I say low meta.
That concludes the heavy section.
This is Charge and Slam. This specialization is a charge attack that does damage each time an enemy comes into contact, and has a jump slam that does damage over an area the slam lands onto. This is the Goo Gun. This specialization fires a clump of goo that can seal off exits or trap enemies for a short amount of time. This is the Winch Claw, a specialization that is a grappling attack that grabs players and objects it is aimed towards and drags it towards the user. We consider this specialization to be meta because of its vast versatility and compatibility with other weapons, and overall usefulness. The Mesh Shield is an energy shield that covers a large area in front of the player that blocks bullets and explosive damage that hits the shield. Lock Bolt is a projectile that sticks to the ground and chains enemies towards where the lock bolt was shot and can drag enemies towards it. The RPG fires an explosive projectile that explodes when it contacts structures or players. It also does good area damage around where the rocket explodes. We consider this gadget to be meta because of its versatility and damage. The Pyro Mine does the same thing as Gas Mine, However, the pyromine produces fire instead of gas. This is the barricade, a small paneled wall that can be placed by a player and has a similar durability to goo. This is the anti-gravity cube. This throwable creates an area where objects and players are lifted off the ground into the air for a short period of time. The dome shield is an energy shield that appears after the gadget is thrown, around where the gadget is. We consider the dome shield to be meta because of its versatility and ability to provide cover to teammates. C4 operates the same as Breaching Charge, however C4 does much more damage and can be paired with RPG to do incredible damage. Smoke Grenade was already explained, Pyro Grenade was already explained, Goo Grenade was already explained, Gas Grenade was already explained, Flash Grenade was already explained, Explosive Mine is the same for medium and heavy. Proximity Sensor was already explained. Frag Grenade was already explained.
Okay, that's all the time I've got. I gotta get back to playing.
Begin. I'm gonna do this real quick.
Go.
End the test. End test. Try it again.
Bring me. Why outside talking to dummy?
Try
How
it
do you
again.
just tell my talking to dummy? Hey, evasive dash. Hey, whoa.
Specializations were, but the pure usefulness of this gadget makes it meta. The Pyro Grenade is used to as a The Thermal Bore can be used to clear gas because of its fire that's created, and I can also what the hell am I saying? Thermal Vision can be paired with smoking to Thermal Vision can be paired with smoke to see. What the hell am I talking about? I'm gonna have to go off script. The Vanishing Bomb is the last meta gadget on this list. It allows you to turn you and your enemy. This concludes the end.
Hold up.
Got one of them.
Reload.
I'm reloading.
What?
Begin.
Enemy down.
But make sure to use make use. This shield comes with a baton so you can commit police for This is
C4 obliterates the same. Oh my. Okay.